Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. We got the Genius Bill, okay? The Digital Act or the Clarity Bill. And then you got this anti-surveillance one. That's the one I forgot. But it does revolve around CBDCs. But all these will be very positive. Genius Bill obviously passed the Senate with the flying colors. Will pass the House with flying colors. That's unknown. You got the Clarity Act. Don't know if that already passed Senate, maybe. And then you got this anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, which basically says no to CBDCs and yes to stablecoins, which relate to the Genius Act. So these may be getting some floor time, and that would be very positive as well, right? Obviously, if the Genius Act gets passed, it's going to be very, very good. Very good indeed. All right. What else? What else is good? Bitcoin has now moved up above Amazon and Google, sitting right below Apple. It is the world's fifth most valuable asset by market cap. Still, I mean, we're not too far away from Apple. Microsoft, Nvidia, we got to go to what, the 150s, 160s to break their market cap, which is doable this cycle. But still, gold the big daddy. To reach gold, we got to be over $1 million each. Probably not this cycle, but that's a goal. And it's going to come much sooner than later. That's why you don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. There's still time. That's a 10x. People that think Bitcoin is way too big, you're not going to make any money. Just think about that. It still needs to do a 10x to reach the market cap of gold. And it's the surest bet there is. It may be slow compared to some of the other offerings in the crypto space, but 10x is 10x, man. 100,000 becomes a million. A million becomes 10 million. 10 million becomes 100 million. What other way can you multiply your wealth like that as quickly as that? Because that's probably within the next cycle, next 4 years. It's coming sooner than you expect, guys. And we still got plenty of room to grow even this cycle. It'll be interesting to see ETF inflows for this week. Last week was tremendous, 2.7 billion. The last 2 days, 1 billion plus each. Look at BlackRock taking in 953 million themselves. BlackRock, Larry Fink. See, look at it. Look at how there's red in other funds, except BlackRock. BlackRock is only in, there's almost never outflows. This is a big reason why Bitcoin is going up, because these big boys continue to buy. It's not just BlackRock. Obviously, there's other funds, and obviously these are for clients, but BlackRock themselves, they have other funds that they have stated that they're buying their own ETF. Basically, if you're not getting a piece, you're losing out. That's actually what Robert Kiyosaki said. He's been saying this for a while. Bitcoin over 120K. It's great news for those that have some. It's bad news for people that always found some excuse to not buy. Every single time. Every single time. I used to have coworkers that tell me the same thing. Well, I could have bought Bitcoin in the hundreds, and then now that it's thousands, I can't buy it. Same thing. I've talked to people that said, hey, I could have bought Bitcoin with 1,000, and this was around 10,000. Same thing. There will always be people that'll say, I could have bought it lower, but then they always find some excuse not to. And today, there are still a lot of people that don't. I have friends and people that I know that still hold zero sats, not even a little bit. There's always some excuse. But I guess that's good for the rest of us because we know. We know better. We know better. Sailor, just like Fing, continues to buy. Another $500 million purchase. And MicroStrategy now holds 601,000 Bitcoin. Sailor knows. You got to take advantage of the situation, the time that we have. Because after Bitcoin goes above $1 million each, it's just going to be that much harder to accumulate. Think about it. Right now, $500 million, you can still buy thousands of Bitcoin. In 4 years, this $500 million could probably only buy 400 Bitcoin. That's a big difference. It's a huge difference. That 10x makes such a big difference. Metaplanet also decided to buy close to 800 Bitcoin, $100 million. Two of the companies that everyone's looking at right now. El Salvador continues to DCA 1 Bitcoin at least per day. Now they have close to $1 billion in Bitcoin, over $400 million of unrealized gains. This is the way to do it. Just accumulate. HODL and accumulate. HODL DCA. This is what I've been preaching for a very, 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 very long time. That's all you gotta do. It's the winning strategy. There's nothing else you need to do. And during bad times, people get very angry. People get very angry and say, why is Bitcoin not moving? Or, I'm losing money. What's going on? Is DCA the right way to do it? Well, time and time again, Bitcoin has proven that's all you need to do is hold on DCA no matter how low or how scary it goes. Just continue to hold on DCA, and that's the winning strategy. And you could argue the same with a lot of alts. You got to be more selective though, but still it's the same strategy. Look at people that have been DCAing SUI, which I've been talking about for a while. Went down to like $2.30. Now it's almost to $4. Within what? A week? Sometimes that's all it takes. Just 1 week and you have a huge turnaround. That's all you need to do is hold on DCA. Now, final thing. So I want to show you guys. This is interesting. For the first time in 7 years, Bitcoin has not been able to break above this trend line, and it just has. We've been talking about this next leg up. There's no doubt we are now forming that next leg. We're in that next leg. And where are we going? Well, this one, based on this inverse head and shoulders, thinks that we're going about 130. I think that's conservative. There's others that have shown 140, 150. But we're definitely making that next leg. And it's not like you guys didn't know this. I've showed this many times in terms of how Bitcoin follows the M2 money supply. And we were right at the cusp of catching up. We certainly have caught up a little bit. But hey, maybe we do head to 130. And then we got a lot more to catch up because the M2 money supply has been skyrocketing for quite some time.